Right, I'll do another chapter. Let's see how it goes, for both pleasure and profit. Alright. Ah, that's right, they're closed today. After finishing at work, I'd hurried towards the bar, wanting to see Soichiro as soon as possible and get some more free wine. But I remembered that Ordeer was closed today. I wouldn't get to see him no matter how fast I ran. I was really looking forward to talking with him today. I let out a sigh, not even attempting to conceal my disappointment. Knowing I couldn't see him only made me miss him even more. Oh well, it's my fault for not remembering which day it was. Reasoning with myself as I walked, I started heading back home, when... Oh, Miss Itsuki, what's the matter? You look a little down. Oh, Soichiro. Yeah, it's the music again. Were you thinking about coming to the bar? I completely forgot that you were closed today. Ha ha. Oh dear. Soichiro's face broke into a smile. Oh, I wanted to badly talk to Soichiro in that gently smiling face of his. I guess I'll be spending the evening at home today. I'll see you tomorrow. I swiftly ended the conversation and turned to go back home, not even thinking that maybe I could just ask him to hang out with me because we're both right fucking here. But just then, the most unexpected words were called after me. If you'd like... Huh? Do you have the time? How would you like to come to the bar with me now? There you go. But your day off. Actually, I was just about to go do a wine tasting anyway. Oh shit. It's gonna get fancy. So, if wouldn't mind, I'd love to have you accompany me. I do love wine. Especially if it's free. Well, well, there's a happy coincidence. Soichiro's gentle smile was directed at me. I couldn't help feeling pleased with myself. What did you do exactly? Are you sure I won't get in the way? Absolutely not. I'm just thankful I ran into you here. Thankful? I was actually going into the bar too, even closed. Unable to forget your smiling face. Soichiro! At least, I suppose any girl would be happy to hear such a thing. Are you making fun of me? How many fucking times are we gonna say that? Most certainly not. Soichiro's gaze was like a tender caress as he looked at the bottles of wine. Maybe he wants to fuck them instead of me. I watched him from where I sat at the counter. He took one bottle and poured the wine into a glittering glass. A faint whiff of the wine scent floated over to me. That smells lovely. Would you like to try some? Yes, give me some wine. Here, this is for you. Soichiro offered me the glass of bright ruby red liquid. Are you sure? It's why I asked you to come with me. Please try it. Alright, thank you. I rolled the mellow texture and hint of sweet taste around in my mouth. It's delicious. Haha, do you like it? I'm glad I stopped it. Wait, did you open this just for me? Well, with a shy smile, Soichiro simply began pouring a different wine into another glass. He swirled it around, giving glimpses of translucent colour. I also like to give glimpses of translucent colour. He then slowly tilted it to his lips and savoured the taste. I was captivated by the elegance with which his long fingers held the glass. Soichiro? Would you like another glass? No, I actually wanted to try that too. Oh, this is totally going to turn into some creepy little CG. A proper wine tasting? Could I? I'm honoured you're interested enough to ask. Please, come over here. Also, we've got to spit it out, right? We can't just fucking drink it all. Can we? Soichiro's supple fingers gestured me over to his side. This was only the second time I've ever stood so close to him. We were much, much closer than from where I had been sitting in the seat meant for customers. Thanks so much for teaching me. Of course, it's my pleasure. When we're this close, I feel unbecomingly shy for this age. Huh. Shy? You? Why? It's partially your fault, even wanting to ask me something like that. What? But I stopped short, unable to finish my sentence, though I wasn't quite sure why. Now, where were we? We were just about to talk about wine tasting. Paying no heed to my blushing silence, Soichiro picked up a glass and began to explain. You can only begin to taste the wine after you've awakened it. You uncork it and pour it into a decanter, let it get exposed to the air. When you do, the sleeping wine wakes up and shows its true flavours and scents. Its true flavours? In its newly open state, it can't show us its full appeal. Wine is mysterious, full of deep secrets, hiding a charm unbeknownst even to its own self. Wine is a lot like women in that way. Ha 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 ha. Unusually loquacious, Soichiro began to explain. He truly did love wine. Watching him talk with such excited devotion, I began to feel the same. Alright, now time for a quiz. Fuck. Huh? Of these two wines, which is the heavier in body? Which one is heavier? I don't know. You like wine, don't you? This question should be only too easy for a wine lover. Soichiro took the 2 wine bottles out of the cupboard and set them in front of me. This one is a Bordeaux, a Chateau Lafite, and this is a Beaujolais Village Nouveau. And I'm supposed to choose the heavier bodied wine. After a few moments of thoughts, I pointed to a bottle. Oh shit, I'm gonna go with the Bordeaux. I think it's this one. I've heard there are a lot of very valuable Bordeaux wines. Correct, yeah! This is one of the most prominent high grade of all Bordeaux. Now, as my thanks for you accompanying me today, I'll let you taste them both. Wow, really? Of course, and in return, I only ask that you enjoy these wines with me. So I've already had one full glass though. Yes, with this counter between us, oh boy. I want to sit beside you and enjoy the same wine together. Would you mind? Soichiro spoke in a low voice right next to my ear as if sharing a secret. I turned again towards the taller man and shook my head. Of course not. I'm really happy you asked. Then let's go out and take a seat. It's a bit too close to talk like this. He set the wines from the quiz on the counter and led us to the seats. It somehow gave me a fresh impression of him, seeing him out from behind the counter. He has legs. Now then, let's try the Beaujolais first. He poured out the vibrant red wine into a small wine glass. Wow, it looks really beautiful. As I leaned in closer to the glass, the scent of the grapes wafted over me. I tried a sip. The airy flavour swirled in my lips. It felt like it would be very easy to keep drinking. And that's how you start being an alcoholic. They call this kind of wine a young wine. How do you like the taste? It's really good, but I feel like there's something missing. That's certainly not an uncommon opinion. Some people feel like it's almost like grape juice. Now, how about this one? It was the Chateau Lafite Bordeaux. In contrast to the light colour of the last wine, this one was very dark and heavy. It was a deep rouge, almost like the colour of blood. Here goes. It had a prominent bitterness, and it almost felt like it to get stuck in my throat as I swallowed. That's not very good. I imagined it would taste even better when drunk, along with a hearty meat-based dish. Alright? Wow! How was it? It's pretty hard to drink on its own. I feel like it might be better paired with a meal. That's very perceptive. The Chateau Lafite is extremely full-bodied. Proof? Your script. As he explained, he took a sip of the same wine. What a magnificent wine, and what an enchanting power it had hidden inside. You really love wine, don't you? I do, especially when I've got such a wonderful woman sitting beside me to enjoy it. Soichiro smiled, this time a roguish grin I'd never seen. I couldn't meet his eyes. Oh, where the fuck is Dip? Thank you for spending time with me today. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I'm glad to hear that. Could you teach me some more about wine again someday? Sure, just come by the bar any time. Thanks, I will. I bet the chapter's gonna end really fucking suddenly again, in any moment now. After we'd finished our wine tasting, we went to a nearby cafe. Oh, I'm sorry, I was premature. It seemed somehow amazing to be enjoying a late dinner sitting across from Soichiro. I listened happily to his voice as I took bites of my steaming cheese risotto. Soichiro? Yes? Actually, I have a small favour to ask you. Oh, what? A favour? I'd be happy to do whatever I could to help. Actually, next week is my parents' anniversary. Oh my, that certainly calls for congratulations. So, I was kind of thinking about getting them a nice bottle of wine, since they both like it. But personally, I only drink it and don't really know anything about the different wines, so I gathered that much from our conversation a while ago. Burn! You don't have to make fun of me for it. I apologise, I never intended to make fun of you. It's perfectly acceptable to know little about wine, as long as you enjoy and appreciate it. The way he spoke these kind words to me with such a gentle expression made me a little embarrassed. Anyway, so you'd like me to help you pick out a wine to give them? Right. It's a little embarrassing to ask someone who deals with wine for a living to help. Who Who else are you going to ask? I mean, it's his job. But I thought it would be really nice if we could look for something together. Your parents have been blessed with a wonderful daughter. Damn straight. Huh? I'd be happy to help. How about next week when the bar's closed? We can go look for wine after you get off work. Are you sure? Absolutely. It'll be my pleasure. Thank you so much. What's this fuckboy doing here? What's this? I didn't expect to see you two together. Hideaki! Hey guys! Do you often work until this late at night? Yep. God, it's seriously been annoyingly busy lately. Oh, well, that's what it was supposed to say. You be careful too, Shiori. Don't let any strange men catch you off guard. Hideaki looked at Soichiro with a meaningful gaze. Is something the matter, Mr. Kodama? Come on, Soichiro, don't try to hide it. I heard about what happened the other day. The other day? The same goes for you, Shiori. With a childish grin, Hideaki took the seat next to me. Everyone's talking about the incident in the park, and your very unexpected defender. Oh, that incident. Yeah, that one. I don't recall doing anything exceptional. Come on, don't be modest. All the local vagrants are shaking their boots. Shaking in their boots. I mean, they could be shaking their boots too. Who knows? I only hope it's helping curb crime. Speaking of which, how on earth were you so fast and strong at fighting them off? Well, let's just say I have some past experience. Oh my god. Was he an assassin or some shit? Or a gangster? I hope that's it. Soichiro, not used to sharing his private life, tentatively talked about his past. Due to some circumstances, I studied martial arts as a means of self-defense. Ah, so that's why you're so good. You must have been quite the hotshot back in the day, huh? Nothing of the sort. I never used my skills for anything but to protect myself. Go on, you can tell me. I promise, it'll be our secret. Speaking of secrets. Huh? What? I was impressed by the way Soichiro adeptly changed the topic, although my thoughts quickly turned elsewhere after I heard his next words. I'll be absent from Madeira for about 3 days next weekend. Shouldn't you announce that to everyone, especially all the regulars? Where are you going? Just a short business trip, I suppose. He's totally an assassin. Please don't look so forlorn. I won't be gone long at all. I hadn't meant to show it at all, but apparently my thoughts about how much I miss him were all too obvious. Why is there a massive time skip in the chapter? Exactly a week passed. I was hurrying along towards the train station. Today Ordeal was closed, and Soichiro had promised to take me wine shopping. I don't look too weird today, do I? I mean, who knows? After checking my appearance in a window, I gave myself a little pep talk. Oh, I'm hyped for this. Alright, I'm ready. That wasn't a pep talk. Ready for what? Wow! My monologuing received an unexpected reply. I mean, it wasn't really a monologue, it was just like 4 words. I jumped and gave a funny yelp of surprise. Oh my. So Soichiro, don't scare me like that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I simply hoped you would have noticed me sooner. Huh? Let's go, Misitsuki. We don't have too much time, so let's not waste a moment. Oh. Soichiro's large hand gently covered mine. Just because it's crowded out this time. Do you mind? Oh no, of course not. I softly squeezed the hand in mine. The places our skin touched, I felt a calm warmth. Soichiro only broadened his smile and took the first step. This way. With that, he tugged my hand to leave me. Suddenly, I became self-conscious of how we must look to everyone around us. Did we look like a father and his kid? Or grandfather and his granddaughter? But if we had that relationship, there was no way I'd be feeling the way I did right now. Soichiro? What is it? I know this is kind of out of the blue, but would you call me by my first name? That is unexpected. Why do you ask? I just thought it'd be nice all of a sudden. Would you? It would be an honor, Shiori. Soichiro's face looked slightly red in the setting sun. It must have been my imagination, right? Thanks so much for your help today. You're welcome. I had fun too. It's been a while since I picked out a wine for someone. I was really surprised. You knew even more than the employees at the store. I mean, obviously. Only because I've spent my whole life working with alcoholic beverages. It's nothing to deserve praise for. Do you go to that store often? Yes, I always get my own stuff and drinks from that store. Heh. The one working the store today was the owner's son. He recently started helping out. So next time you have a day off work, I hope you'll go back again. The owner's an even greater wine fanatic than I am. He'll find you anything you want. Soichiro smiled as we talked. Whenever I watched him smiling and chatting so happy like this, I really... Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Never mind me. What should we do tonight? We finished our mission, but it's still early. thought it might have been a little forward of a girl like me to say to a girl like Soichiro. But if I didn't, I felt Soichiro would never even notice how I felt. If you want, we could go back to my place. It's happening. To your house. As thanks for your help today, I thought maybe I could cook you dinner or something. It's really kind of you to offer, but... Oh no, he looked so worried. I hadn't meant to make him feel bad. I leave for my trip tomorrow. Oh, I'm truly happy you asked, but I have to get home today. I'm very sorry. No, don't apologise. I'm sorry for asking. I would love for you to invite me over again sometime. Now he's smiling again. Thank goodness. By the way, where are you going on your trip? Time for some ominous withholding of information. It's a secret. I hope you bring me a souvenir, bitch. I'll be looking forward to my souvenir. Well, that's surprisingly honest. Don't worry, I'll be sure to get you something. Like somebody's bleeding fingers. Could have gone with head. Would have been better. Anyway, somehow I felt a sense of release. Relief. I couldn't even begin to imagine the day without Soichiro's presence. I mean, he owns the place, so oh, what the fuck is this, my room? That's upsetting. It was a Monday morning. This chapter's really long. I'd woken up late, the sun was already high in the sky. It's pretty awesome getting paid to take a day off work. I whispered to myself as I turned on the TV. I got out of bed and stretched. As I finally joined the waking world, listening to the news, a familiar name caught my ear. This year's top sommelier, champion for 2 years running, is Toyoizumi Soichiro. Huh? What did he just say? I couldn't comprehend what I just heard. Did he just say, and now for our next news story? Forget about the next news story. I just want to hear the last one again. I immediately leapt to grab my cell phone. I quickly found the information I was looking for. The 15th annual All Japan Sommelier competition. This year's old sommelier or dear owner Toyoizumi Soichiro. His trip. This was where I was going. Okay, no secret assassinations then. Sad times. Oh no, I was so excited I just ran out here to get him something. But I have no idea what I should get as a gift for something like this. Too overwhelmed to stay at home, I'd gone out into the city. I went around trying to find a congratulatory gift, but nothing struck me as just right. What are these adverts? Coffee, a trainer, and old-fashioned, but it's a flower, and something from 1997. Interesting. This is tough. What's tough? Oh no. Nice reaction there. Who are you? Who am I? Well, let's just say if I told you, you'd recognize me. The man behind me was the one from the bar with the hat pulled over his eyes. Oh shit, it's Mr. Fedora. What seems to be troubling you? I heard that Soichiro won first place in the sommelier contest, and so... What, you did? That definitely calls for congratulations, if I had the money for a gift. Are you good friends with Soichiro? Well, we get along alright. I don't know if I'd say we're exactly friends, though. Oh, hi Shiori. Do you have the day off today? Oh, Minori, maybe you can help me too. Is there someone else here? Huh? He was just... Huh? I realized that the mysterious man had disappeared. That's weird. He was right here a minute ago. So what was it you needed my help with? Oh right, actually, the strange man had fled in escape at Minori's arrival. I was curious, but now wasn't the time for that. Thoughts of the man soon vanished from my mind. In the end, Minori left without giving me any advice. That's helpful. Only his laughing voice echoing in my ear. After that, I spent some more time thinking until finally... After all that, I went with the safe choice. Flowers! I knew that Soichiro would of course be happy to get them, but I wished I could have found something more personal to give him. It was at times like these that I regretted my lack of dating experience. Alright, I mean... Okay, I'm not going to get too into it. But it's too late to do anything about it now. Too late to do anything about what? Does this guy fucking follow me? Jesus Christ. Wow. Hi Shiori. Hehe, just the other day we had this exact same conversation. I know. If you remembered, then you shouldn't have snuck up on me like that again. I told you before, didn't I? I just wanted you to notice me, senpai. But if you're truly dissatisfied, I'll do my best to change my approach. You don't have to do that. Why do you say that? Fuck's sake. I wanted to see you as soon as possible too. Well, I'm very happy to hear you say that. These conversations just don't go anywhere. I wondered if he was making fun of me again. I looked up to see Soichiro's beaming grin, and I automatically averted my eyes. Unable to speak a word, I simply stood there staring at him. Shiori, are you alright? What's the occasion today for that large bouquet? Did you just come from a date? No, actually, these are for you. For me? Yeah, I saw on the news about you being chosen as top sommelier. And then you were supposed to be gone for 3 days too. I was so surprised. I wanted to get you something, so I looked for something you'd like, so I got this bouquet made at that flower shop over there. And then... What on earth was I trying to say? Unable to gather my thoughts, I just kept blabbering. Suddenly I felt a warmth on my hand. Soichiro's hand was around mine, gripping the bouquet. And then what? Oh, I don't like that face. My heart leapt as he gazed at me with those clear eyes. Yes. Yes, I will save. Okay. I'm gonna take a break here, because those chapters were slightly longer than I expected, but I hope you're excited for the next installment in Ella Tries to Bang a Really Old Bartender.